Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Ooh, welcome in. It is the End of the Bench. I'm Rob Breaux alongside David Collier, Lucas White, Jeff McGuire, Joyce Woodman, Chuck Hines. Everybody's in here. Or at least walking around. We've got a show for you today, Jeff. What?
No, I'm about to leave.
Someone
decided, not Lucas or I, but someone decided that the format that we were saving files as was going to be, as the Scots would say, freaking huge. So it's taking forever to save.
Okay. What, MP3 instead of WAV or what? WAV instead of MP3?
It's the compression of the WAV.
Oh.
Of the MP3 that has made... Normally that we have like three sizes. So there's wee, not so wee, freaking huge. Yeah. These were the freaking huge version. So they're taking quite some time to save.
Wonderful. Beyond that, we have lots of sports to talk about today. Football over the weekend. We are in the First United Bank studio. You can call in on the Visual Edge IT hotline at 806-771-0973. If you want to make picks with us, call in on the Visual Edge IT hotline specifically at 10:30, 10:28 to get on. Visual Edge IT hotline, once again, 806-771-0973. I'm thinking you can't get on the 8th Flooring Center chat line today. They're attempting to fix it. But generally, you could text us at the 8th Flooring Center chat line. If you have our personal numbers, I guess you could just text us there.
Oh, boy. That was not the smartest thing
I said if you have our personal numbers.
Well, there are some people that have our personal numbers.
That's what I'm saying. You can text Lucas.
Yeah,
text Lucas. Text me. Don't text David Collier. Just DM him on Twitter. Are your DMs open?
Sure. For any and everybody. I don't pay for my Twitter like some people in the studio.
Well, but you have to open them or close them, right?
You were showing me how to look at my usage on my phone the other day.
That's true. You're probably just default over there.
Yes.
You can also watch us on Fox 34 News Now, the youtube.com/Double T Sports Network. David, have you been changing your feelings at all from one end to the next about Utah? Did you start as a lean one way because the line has moved a little bit toward Texas Tech? Have you built yourself into a Texas Tech is going to dominate or get dominated, or do you feel about the same all week?
No, I think I thought Texas Tech was going to win all week. I have that little bit of hesitation that you always have with Texas Tech, in a game like this. But I just think that there's so much different with this football team, and maybe we'll find out otherwise this weekend. But I just think the one thing that concerns me in this contest is the fact the offensive line of Utah against Texas Tech's defensive line. And I know two offensive linemen. I know they're tackles.
Yeah.
I know a lot more. Now, granted, obviously, since we cover Texas Tech, but I think you have more good there overall. And I just assume that good will overwhelm their good. I still kept it as a close game whenever we did our predictions earlier this week. I think Texas Tech will win by more than one, which was my prediction. And I think it might be, as we get closer to the game, I think it might be much more than one.
I'm the same.
Yeah,
I thought it'd be a really close game early in the week. And the more I look at Utah and the more I think about Texas Tech, it just feels like defensively, I think they're both good. I think Tech's defense is potentially more explosive.
Yeah.
They have a really good edge rusher.
Yes.
You have two.
Mm-hmm.
They have some pretty good linebackers. You've got a really good linebacker and some pretty good ones. And then the secondary probably is about the same.
Yeah, and I think that one of their safeties got hurt, and he's...
Rabbit.
Yeah, Rabbit. The other Rabbit. Yeah.
The other Rabbit.
Which actually is named Rabbit.
And then offensively, I think certainly down the field you're more explosive.
Yeah.
I would say the rushing game from the running backs is about the same. And then obviously Devin Dampier is a much better runner and mover than Baron Morton, but Baron Morton's a much better thrower, especially downfield. So if you want to call the quarterback rushing game explosive, they're more explosive there. But you're more explosive, I think, in the other versions.
Yeah. And I think I don't know. I think you have more weapons to throw the ball to.
Yes.
And I think you have more, if you count Dampier, they probably have more running backs as a group, right?
Yes.
But Wayshawn Parker, even though he obviously was a part of a win against the Red Raiders a year ago, he did all of that on one run.
Yes. He had a 43-yard run, I believe, right after Tech went for it on fourth down.
I know that for 43. A fact. Just because we do not have the Parker touchdown run in our archives because Tech went for it on fourth down, and then, our coworker was making his way to the other end of the field, and shocker, Wayshawn Parker is faster than him running down the field. So we didn't have that video, but yes, it was right after a fourth down attempt.
I've got a question for you. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right.
Okay, I'll go.
Go ahead.
No, you're good.
All right. Their leading rusher is a quarterback. And then their leading receivers include a corner who has 10 catches for 52 yards. A linebacker who has 3 catches for 24 yards. He plays tight end and a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
A safety,
yep.
Jackson Benet, who has 2 catches for 15 yards. Are they thin, or do they just utilize their best players?
I think the answer can be both, right?
Yeah.
I think that they probably are thin on offense. They don't have the depth that Texas Tech has, but they have guys that I guess have a unique set of skills, And if they played it in the past, then why not? I mean, I didn't even know until the first week of the season, Jarrett Kanik for Oklahoma, who was a linebacker his entire career,
is now a tight end,
and he's leading the nation in receiving as a tight end.
Yeah.
But if I'm totally, he's
not playing linebacker anymore.
No, he is not. He's exclusively a tight end. But yeah, he's not doing what Utah's doing. But yeah, maybe, and that's an opportunity to catch somebody sleeping, and maybe you need that because you don't have the weapons. I don't really think they do. They have a wide receiver that came with Dampier from UNLV, right?
Right.
And Parker, and other than that, that's why I think I'm so confident, because if you're able to shut down the run game from Dampier, I don't know what they're going to do. Right?
I agree.
And yeah, my prediction was 28-27, I think, that you can read on the Double T Sports Network. The one thing that concerns me about that, how many people do we have make picks? 18?
Yeah,
something like
15
that.
15 to 18, yeah.
15 to 18. Ask me how many picked Utah.
I think 0.
0 picked Utah.
Yeah.
When I read through that the other day, I was like, you have got to be kidding me.
I do feel that as well.
Yeah.
That's always my... At ChatGPT, I do the Saturday script, which looks at the game before it happens. They picked Utah in a close one. I think it was maybe overtime.
I don't count that as... Do they have a show?
No. I just...
Okay, I was about to say, they're filling in for me the rest of the
AI is the only one that's
Chuck and AI coming up after the break.
That'd be a show. More after this.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It's the End of the Bench. Let's check the calendar here, Lucas.
Your daily look at what's happening in the world of sports, birthdays, and holidays. Let's check the calendar.
It is National Meow Like a Pirate Day.
I'm sorry, what?
Meow Like a Pirate Day. It's also Talk Like a Pirate Day, which I think is more appropriate for us. I'm not going to be meowing.
Yeah. How do pirates meow?
I think that is a segment for the bottom line.
Okay. Good.
It's National Overthinkers Day.
There we go. Right up my alley.
National Butterscotch Pudding Day. National Concussion Awareness Day. National Tradesman Day. Shout out to Big Hen, the plumber.
How's he doing?
He's doing well. Big Tim Brando fan, apparently. National Love Your Lunch Day.
Who doesn't love the Godfather movies, am I right?
Any birthdays, Lucas?
We have a long list of birthdays today. So we are going to start off with Rosemary Harris. She is turning 98 years old. Any clue who that is?
No.
She plays Aunt May in all the Spider-Man movies.
Okay.
So she is 98.
Well, not all of them.
The Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
The Tobey Maguire, because Marissa Tomei played.
Marissa Tomei?
Yeah.
Yeah. But she is 98 years old today, so shout out to her. We have, his name is Jeremy Irons. He voices Scar.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay. He is 77 years old today. We have Trey Young turning 27. Jimmy Fallon turning 51. Country singers Chase Rice and Nate Smith both turning 40 years old today. Then we have Marshall Henderson turning 35. Alan Voskuhl turning 39. DeJounte Murray 29. Trey Wingo 62. Mo Alley Cox turning 32. Nick Johnson, former Yankee, Oriole, National, turning 47. I believe, I could be wrong, but I think he's the only baseball player to play for both the Nationals and the Orioles, I think. So
Okay.
that's a cool thing.
That seems crazy.
Yeah. So he turns 47. Frankie Louvu turning 29. Let's go Commanders. An interesting one, Yolanda Saldivar turning 65. She is known, obviously, for shooting Selena.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I just found some interesting birthdays today. But
There you go.
she turned 65, and Adam West would have had a birthday.
Oh, there we go. My bad, man. Did you say Mike Singletary? Former Texas Tech basketball player?
So he said Alan Voskuhl,
He
though.
said Alan Voskuhl. Mike Singletary, I believe, according to LinkedIn, is celebrating a birthday today. Shout out to Mike Singletary. 43 points against Texas A&M
Yes, he did.
in the Big 12 tournament back in the day.
Any sports history for us?
I'm working on it, dude.
Okay.
I was more concerned about
I was
telling
just
Mike
filling time.
Singletary
I was just
happy
filling time.
birthday. 1947, Jackie Robinson is named Rookie of the Year. On this day in 2000, Ken Griffey Jr. hits his 400th home run of his career. He does it as a pinch hitter, though, and he's the first player in Major League Baseball history to reach that mark as a pinch hitter.
There we go.
Obviously, not all of them were pinch hits. That would be absolutely amazing if they were.
That would be awesome.
In 2004, Jerry Rice's NFL record streak of consecutive games with a reception comes to an end at 274. Which team was he playing for at the time? 2004, Jerry Rice.
The Seattle Seahawks.
The
Oakland Raiders. Dang it.
On this
It was one
day,
of the two.
2015, yeah, it was, yeah. Patrick Mahomes accounts for 3 touchdowns in Texas Tech's win over Arkansas, 35-24. One of Cliff Kingsbury's best post-game press conferences ever, right?
Yes.
And on this day a year ago, Shohei Ohtani becomes the first player in Major League Baseball history with 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases in a single season. Entertainment news on this day, 1990, Goodfellas was released. 1997, LA Confidential. 2000, Best in Show. Have you ever seen Best in Show?
Yes. I've also seen LA Confidential.
I figured you had. Quite the cast on Best of Show.
Yes.
Christopher Guest movie. Parker Posey's in that. Eugene Levy. And your favorite, Jennifer Coolidge.
Yes. I will not be doing her voice.
Darn it.
But Tiny Wheel Punishments will make Choice Woodman want a hot dog real bad.
Yeah.
It's going to feel like the 4th of July.
2003, Underworld premiered in movie theaters. Did you ever watch Underworld? The Underworld?
No.
No.
My sister loves those movies, though. Not
Not your cup of tea?
Yeah, I don't... Those are vampires, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's not my bag.
How about this? On this day in 2011, a movie called Moneyball premiered.
How can you not be
theaters.
romantic about baseball?
Right? So there you go. That's all I got, though.
Do you want one more historical one?
I would love one.
In 1957, the first underground nuclear explosion happened in Las Vegas. In 1957.
57.
That seems late. I guess they were doing them over the ground before.
Yeah.
Underground.
That's all you got? Underworld, if you will.
Well, in 1796, George Washington's farewell address was printed in an open letter across the nation to the public.
I didn't have any great music ones. There was one that Eddie Vedder was chosen as the lead singer for Pearl Jam on this day, but how do you come up with that? I mean, it was intriguing to me, but...
Yeah. And why is that known for a certain day? Did they have tryouts?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, how...
Did they have the bulk of Pearl Jam already, and then they
that's what
had
it sounded
open
like from what I
tryouts for
read,
Eddie Vedder?
that they were impressed with his audition because of something that was way over my musical knowledge.
Did you get Jimmy Fallon on the birthdays? Jimmy Fallon, the longest tenured late night host currently.
Yeah.
Lost a couple in the last few weeks.
We have. I don't know if that I'm at liberty to talk about that.
Did you get Trisha Yearwood as well? Trisha Yearwood, host of Trisha's Southern Kitchen, wife of... Have you seen Garth Brooks? Have you seen the conspiracy theories on Garth Brooks?
No.
Have you seen these, Lucas?
Wait a minute. Did you guys say that? Did you guys mention David McCallum's birthday? Ducky from NCIS?
No, I don't think either of us got that one.
I think he passed away, didn't he? No, he's still alive. No, he died in 2023. He's very famous for the music on Regulators. That's his music. I think that's the, do 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 do. Warren G, Nate Dogg.
That was a Michael McDonald song. Did he write the song for Michael McDonald?
Yeah, I think he did. Now I've got to go back and look. But Ducky from NCIS.
Yeah, it's a sample from a Michael McDonald song.
I know, but I think he is the original.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Now
he wrote the Michael McDonald song.
I got to look it up. I'm so mad I don't know that. What were you going to say? I just totally cut you off. I tend to do that.
I haven't noticed that. More after this. 100.7 The Score. It's the End of the Bench.
Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It's the End of the Bench. Time to make some picks. We'll bring in the caller, Daniel. Daniel, how you doing, man?
Doing well. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we got you.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, we'll jump right in. Lucas won last week. Do you want to pick first or last? All right. Daniel, since you're a first-time caller, I'm not going to make you pick first. We'll have Collier pick first, since he wasn't involved in last week's picks.
Oh, that's right. I wasn't involved in last week's picks, but I did actually have more wins.
No, I actually had a wrong one on yours, and you went 6-4. Even so, you were going 7-3, and he went 8-2.
I don't believe that.
So he did win last week. So we'll go Collier first, Caller second. I'll go third. Lucas will go last. I was involved. Also, I've already made all my picks, so technically I'm going first.
Can I see them?
All right, Collier. Tulsa at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State minus 11.5. 11.5. This is against the spread.
I wish I knew what Tulsa's record was off the top of my head. You probably did all this research, huh?
You think I do research?
Yes, I do. Where is this one at?
It's in Oklahoma State. They are still watering a blackout.
A blackout of Stillwater against a 1-2 Tulsa team with their one win coming against Abilene Christian. Give me the Golden Hurricane to cover.
Daniel?
Yeah, I'm going to trail here. I think that Gundy doesn't want to be locked in this season. Taking pictures with Oregon fans last week.
That was awesome.
I think they are due for another loss.
I will also take Tulsa. Lucas?
I'm going to clean sweep that.
Okay.
Wow,
I wish you would have gone. 11.5 is a big number. Craig has Oklahoma State. Arizona State, Baylor. This one's just to pick them at Baylor. The second team will be the home team.
Who was this again? Arizona State?
Arizona State at Baylor.
Oh, man. I'm going to go with Baylor, I guess.
Okay. Daniel?
I do like Baylor. I have not seen anything that's impressed me from Arizona State. I want to see Baylor win for some reason.
For some reason, I also would prefer not to pick Baylor, but I'm picking Baylor as well.
I'm going to take Baylor.
My goodness.
Lucas in the 4 spot does not go on islands. He is going to trail.
Yeah, that's true.
And not lose. He is afraid of the tiny wheel. All right. SMU at TCU. David Collier.
I guess this is where I have to put up or shut up with not thinking TCU is good, huh?
I think it's an opportunity for you to do that.
I will take the ponies.
Okay. Oh, we can't do that anymore. They erased Pony Up.
I will take the ponies.
All right. Daniel.
I'm going to get away from Collier on this one, and I'm going to take the Frogs.
This is all a bit at this point for me.
I agree. I also think the TCU team is better than David thinks they are. And I think they have a real shot to prove something. If they hammer SMU, I think they will move up in my power rankings quite a bit. All right, no island for you. You got to choose one now, Lucas.
TCU.
All right, that makes Collier on an island.
Let's go ACC.
All right, the final against the spread game here, West Virginia at Kansas. Kansas favored by 13.5.
That's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points. David?
At West Virginia?
No, it's at Kansas.
Oh, Kansas. Man, that's so many points.
That's a lot of points.
How many did West Virginia score last week? Like 31?
Yep.
In overtime?
Yep.
Oh, I guess I'm... What did you go with?
Huh?
I just was hoping you would say it. I can't see that far. I'm going to take Kansas to cover.
Daniel?
Oh, man. I think that West Virginia played their biggest game of the season last week. Huge letdown this week. They're going to get thumped.
I agree on all fronts there, Daniel. I think it's a big letdown game for West Virginia. I think they gave their solid punch last week, and I think they're going to be much better at home. I think they potentially have a big win coming next week, but we'll talk about that when that comes.
You just don't go into the booth and
that's right.
Win against Kansas.
That's right. The wheat's waving. Lucas?
West Virginia.
Yeah, now we're getting an island. I knew that was coming.
That might have played into me picking.
Yeah. North Carolina at UCF. This is straight up, but just for the record, UCF favored by 7.5.
Against North Carolina?
Yeah. I thought about making this against the spread because that seems large as well. but I just went straight up.
Who has UCF even played?
Nobody. They beat North Carolina A&T, and then they beat Jacksonville State in the first week, but it took a last-second touchdown to do it.
I'll take North Carolina.
Daniel?
I think that Bill Belichick is going to have to prove it. He hasn't yet.
They're like
North
2-1.
Carolina's going to lose this game.
I am also picking UCF. I don't really care about the Bill Belichick stuff. I think UCF has some athletes, and I think their running back Nixon is a playmaker, and I think they'll make enough plays to beat North Carolina. Lucas.
This is straight up.
Yeah.
Straight
Right.
up, yeah.
All right, North Carolina.
My only concern is North Carolina beat Charlotte 20-3 in Rice.
Yeah.
Just beat Charlotte.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Michigan at Nebraska.
At Nebraska.
Just to pick them here.
I know nothing about Matt Rule's defense, but this is year 3 of Matt Rule, right?
It's the black shirts.
It's year 3 of Matt Rule, right?
Yeah. Yeah, 3 if not.
Because that's whenever he's good, right? Year 3?
Yes.
That Michigan team is not that great, but I'm going to take Michigan.
That makes your Sooners look better.
Exactly.
Daniel?
Go Blue.
All right. Finally, we're getting away from each other here, Daniel. I'll go Nebraska. Go Big Red. Me and Bullfighter here.
I'm hanging out with Bullfighter tomorrow, so I'm going to go with Nebraska. But I also really do not like Michigan.
All right. Illinois, Indiana.
I don't like Nebraska.
Two nationally beloved coaches here, Bielema and Signetti. Collier?
At Indiana?
At Indiana.
Oh, my goodness. I'll go Illinois.
Daniel?
I want to see. Man, let's see. I want to see Mendoza and Surratt put it together. Illinois is kind of a meh ranked team right now. I don't know if I believe in Illinois.
So you're going Indiana?
Indiana and Signetti.
All right. I've got Illinois. Lucas?
Illinois.
Illinois. All right. Daniel, we're running up against the break here, so I'm going to get your final 3. Just back to back to back. You ready?
Let's do it.
Raiders at Commanders. In the NFL, obviously.
Ooh. Raiders.
Cowboys at Bears.
Cowboys, of course.
Go Cowboys. And Texas Tech at Utah.
Oh, Texas Tech.
And then I need a
Go ahead.
They're about to hammer them? Is that what you're going to say?
I think we're about to make a national statement this
Let's
weekend.
go. And then a point total for Texas Tech, Utah.
You know what the over-under is right now?
55.5, I believe.
Give me 63. We're gonna pull ahead.
Hope so. That'd be awesome.
Time.
All right, thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it.
Yeah. You have a good one.
You too,
too.
buddy. All right, let's get a couple more of our picks here. Collier, that Raiders-Commanders game.
I will go with the Commanders. Oh, who's starting at quarterback?
Not Jaden Daniels.
I'm
I don't
going
believe.
Raiders. I'm going Raiders.
Lucas,
We know the answer to that.
You know.
I've also got the Raiders. Cowboys-Bears. Collier.
Bears.
Lucas.
Cowboys.
I've also got the Cowboys, so that's an island again for Collier.
Man, I'm losing this week.
There's no chance I'm winning. I think I was pretty much identical to Well, now we had two different. Texas Tech, Utah.
Texas Tech,
Tech.
55.
You're going to go right with the number. Lucas and I will give ours on the other side. We'll also do this OU Auburn game just for fun. More after this, 7.7 The Score.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It's the End of the Bench. Wrapping up these picks here. OU Auburn. Lucas?
You guys haven't given your totals.
Oh, we'll get there.
Okay.
OU Auburn, Lucas?
OU.
Are you hedging your bets or?
Why were you doing an extra one? I thought we were just going to discuss it.
I said just for fun. Nah, we're picking.
I'm not picking Auburn. I'm not picking Jackson Arnold. That dude is.
Oh, we all picked OU, so it doesn't matter. That's what I thought would happen.
I'm not hedging a bet there.
That's what I thought would happen. And then tiebreaker total points in Texas Tech, Utah.
65.
65. And I wrote down already. You see me not typing. 54.
Oh, so I have 55 and all the way to
63.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. So you've got 55 to 63. Then you will have to get it basically dead on 63 or. Well, I guess if we're going closest to the pin and not, there's some wiggle room there.
Yeah.
But you basically have 55 to 60.
I have more points to work with, and unless this thing's severely under, then you're good.
And then Lucas has everything over 65, basically. The under is mine.
Yes. Not all of the under.
Yeah, I think OU potentially could. Yeah, I guess technically 55 is the under. I think OU could murder Auburn.
I would feel a lot better if our Mason Thomas was playing the first half after his erroneous targeting call from last week against Temple. As long as they don't let him
so
run.
Dumb. I hate that. I hate it.
And also, I'm interested to see how much more sped up it looks for John Mateer against an actual defense. Now, that Michigan defense was good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good defense. But, I don't know. We'll see.
Craig had 37 as his total.
Wow.
Which my score prediction is 24-17. So I'm at 41. And you're what, 28, 27, 29, 28?
28, 27.
28, 27? What was your score prediction, Lucas?
34-28.
Okay.
That's how I arrived at my 55.
If you win, I'll be happy. I think regardless of how it happens.
Oh, I'll be happy if I win as well.
But yesterday...
Oh, you're talking about...
Yeah, I'm talking about Texas Tech.
No. Darn.
Yesterday I was saying if you win a close one, I think obviously an inside track to the Big 12. But if you give up 28 to Utah, I do think I wouldn't just be like writing it in Sharpie that you're going to play in the Big 12 championship.
Yeah, that's why it was so hard for me to put that many points. But, 27 I think is a lot of points for Utah.
If you win by the same margin, if it's 27-20 instead of 34-28 or whatever it is, 26-20, did you say 34 or 35? 34, 2 field goals. If it's that same margin but they score 17 or 10 or if it's 16-10, I would feel a lot better about this offense performing at home and against different defenses. And I would feel a little worse about like the Houston game because I think they're good defensively. But I would be at least taking the cap off my Sharpie if you held Utah to less than 16 points.
Yeah.
Because I think defense will travel and defense plays, and I think your offense will work in different games much better than one to the next. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And again, we don't know anything at this point.
Again, about either team.
Either team, yeah. That's what I'm saying. mean, if they get pressure on Baron Morton, that could lead to points the other direction, right? And their offense doesn't need to do that. Yeah, this is one of the harder games I think I've had to do, just because I have so much confidence in the defense and what Texas Tech can do. But then I also know there was no Taj Brooks a year ago in Pullman, right?
Right.
There's no Taj Brooks tomorrow,
right,
in Salt Lake City. So, and it's the same type of setup, a running quarterback. So, I think that's part of the reason I went so close with my number. I'm expecting to get this one wrong in some way, shape, or form.
I think both these teams are good. I mean, I think potentially...
I do too.
Potentially these are the top two teams in the conference.
I think, yes, I have them in the championship game against each other. I think one should be explosive, though. One I don't necessarily think should be.
Yeah.
And that's
you can
where
win a
I'll
lot
learn
of games
something.
like that.
What's that?
You can win a lot of games like that without being explosive.
Well, that's what I'm referring to the other team.
Yeah.
They're the one that's not explosive to me at all. And I think they will win a lot of games because they now 290 yards rushing a game. Probably not, but
no, I don't expect that. But I also don't expect Baron Morton to throw for 400 yards in the first three quarters against many teams.
Yeah. Certainly not this weekend. And if he does do that, then yeah, you can probably write that in Sharpie.
I'm writing Big 12 champion in Sharpie. I'm probably getting out the pencil for a Heisman. At least a trip to New York. No, but I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah.
If it does, I'll be very excited.
Yeah, Monday will be great.
Monday would be very great. I hope the chat line's back.
Yeah, that would be. I think it's more entertaining that we don't have the chat line right now. The frustration right now, like Kamo, is probably just.
Yesterday, somebody called me Rob Hines, and then they said don't break out the parade map yet, Chuck, and then I think somebody said I waved pom-poms more than Chuck did.
Wow.
But I thought I laid out my opinions very clearly, and people just hear the grand opinion and not the other ones. That's like when Chris Level got clipped. They just clipped half of it.
Oh, is that what happened with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the other half?
That Utah could thump Texas Tech.
Oh, that's really bad. Because I'm not going to lie, when I saw Level say that, I was like, oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Now, I do feel like he said that one a little stronger than the other one.
A little more gusto behind that one.
But obviously, that's how it works.
So he was hedging his bets there then.
Yeah.
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 He probably was like, oh, yeah, I probably should say something nice about the other team.
Well, I don't know which order it came in. I'd have to go back and look because he says one and then the other. But yeah, he says them both there. And then with my predictions yesterday, since you weren't here, Collier, I basically was saying that if Texas Tech goes and takes care of business by more than 10, like I don't know that anyone else can beat Texas Tech
on
your schedule.
On the schedule.
And if they go beat them by 20, I think not only are you a Big 12 champion, but you could win playoff games.
If Arizona State wins this weekend and Tech wins by 10, you don't think the Arizona State game could be?
Depending on how that one goes. But I've not been as impressed with Arizona State this year offensively.
Oh, nor have I. But Sam Levitt said as much over and over again. That's a game. Whether they're going to admit it now, they circled that one.
Maybe instead of saying can, it should be should. I don't know that anybody should beat you. Certainly, you'll lose a game this year. If you beat Utah by 100, I mean, you'll still probably lose a game this year. But I think you should have the expectation if you hammer or thump Utah, I think national expectations would explode as well.
Yes.
Winner of this game ranked 14th next week. Is that?
Yeah.
I mean, if Utah wins, they'll probably be ranked 12th.
Well, like they got a head start.
Yeah, they're one ahead of you. They're at 16. You moved up 4 last week, so maybe 13 is the number?
What if you win by like 28?
I think you'd be top 10. Plus 5 million people are going to be watching.
Yeah.
More after this, 100.7 The Score. And if you lose by 28, see you on the other side.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It's the End of the Bench. All right, let's do some props for the game. And while we do it, we can talk about what we think is going to happen, how the game is going to go, so on and so forth. We'll start with Baron Morton. Car, before I give you these props, I'm going to give you an opportunity to just basically guess at his stat line to see how close you are to Vegas and the expectations. And I think that's interesting to do. So I need yards and attempts. Yards and attempts for Baron Morton.
This would really help if I knew what his statistics were off the top of my head. We'll go 325 for yards.
Okay.
Seems a little high, but...
well, I mean, he had 200, 250, and 4 whatever in a half, and 3/4. So 325 doesn't seem crazy here.
So I'll go 325. And 28 pass attempts.
Ooh. Get it down the field. I think I'll go...
I was just trying to meet your numbers, just trying to guess. So.
Yeah, I'll try to go over on both.
Yeah.
The number here is 34.5 pass attempts.
Yeah.
Yards 260. 260.
See, and again, I looked at that was my problem. I saw his number, and then I'm trying to do that average, and I'm not accounting for 4 quarters.
Well, then my thought here with Baron Morton and the team,
I think it's going to be well over 28 for the record.
Yeah, if you have a lead, are you running the ball?
Yeah.
Or are you still trying to throw it? Is your screen game?
I think. Yeah.
Is you're running the ball via throwing it to Jacoby Williams on a rail or a screen, or are you getting these tunnels worked in to Terrence Carter? Are you doing the short passing game to develop the run game? On the RPOs, is the pressure too much and they're blitzing a linebacker, so that one's always open? Mm-hmm. Those are questions I have, and I think you're going to throw it more than you run it this season.
Yeah.
You're at about 50-50 right now. But I think
Which
your
is
passing
severely
game,
skewed, because I don't think we're going to see Adam Hill just run the ball constantly over and over again.
Yeah.
I would go 41 if you had to pin a number on
pass
me.
attempts?
Yeah.
Well, you can go over if you want. The total's 34.5.
Oh, I would take that over.
Lucas, what do you have in those two? Pass attempts and yards.
So for the pass attempts at 34.5, I would take the over.
What was their yard total, by the way?
The passing yards? 260.
Okay. I'll take over that.
Yeah.
And for the passing yards, it's bumped a little bit. It's gone up to 265, but I would still take the over.
Also still would take... I think I'd take it up to 295 or 300.
And then that would kind of correlate with the combo of passing plus rushing yards for Morton at 260.5. I would take the over on that one. I don't think he'll...
The passing plus rushing is lower than the passing?
He gets sacked.
Interesting.
So I guess that kind of means what we talked about yesterday, that you don't think he's going to run.
No, I don't think he'll have any designed runs. If he does, it's very interesting to me. Passing touchdowns at 1.5.
Well, if I have them scoring 28 points, I've got to go over. I mean, I'm sure there could be a short run by Cam Dickey or something like that, but I'm not confident in the running game. It might be the screen game they get you. So, yeah, I'll take the over.
I, too, will take the over.
I, too, will take the over. What about the longest completion at 43.5?
Ooh.
I think that's dialed up to Douglas, in my opinion.
I think there's 3 people that you could get that. You can actually get that with 4 people.
4, yeah. Aiken, Douglas, Virgil, and Carter.
Carter, yeah. I was about to say Carter could carry somebody 43 yards.
Right. Yeah, I don't think Carter is catching it in the air plus 43.
No.
Maybe Virgil or Aiken are, or Douglas, I guess.
But even on that play, that 50-yard catch against Kent State, it
right,
was
that's
still
a 10-yard
downfield.
pass.
Yeah, it was
10, 15-yard pass.
15-yard pass, yeah. Yeah, I'll take a 43. Yeah, I'll take a over 43. I think one person will. Man, but you know what? I'm going to go under that one. I'm going to take under. I changed my mind. 42.
I'll also take over here, only because I think they've got a new safety coming in this week after an injury.
Yep.
And they like to blitz. And we've heard a lot about Baron Morton versus pressure and how he's so much worse against pressure. Well, they grade on PFF pressure, and they keep stats on pressure. And yes, he is. He's a bad quarterback under pressure. But against the blitz, he's actually pretty dang good. Now, when the blitz gets home and he's off kilter and out of pocket, that's when things go awry.
Yeah.
But you know who also is a bad quarterback under pressure? Devin Dampier.
Yes.
They basically have identical stats under pressure, and Baron Morton is much better against the blitz. So I don't see that being as big of an issue as everyone else does. Now, if their pressure gets home over and over, yes, that is an issue. All right, I'm not going to go through all 10 of these receiving props, but I want you to give me your leading receiver and their catch total.
I will go with Coy Aiken as my leading receiver.
More than 3.5 receptions?
Yeah.
And then more than 41 yards?
Yes.
I think I would take Terrence Carter's over if I was choosing one receiver. He's at 35.5. John Carlos Miller's only at 7.5. I feel like if he gets one catch, that's an over.
How many catches does he have, though?
2 or 3.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
Yeah. Lucas, if you were just picking one of these guys to lay a couple of casholas on, what would you do? Do you have them in front of you still?
Yeah, I got it. I would take Reggie Virgil over 43.5 receiving yards and over 3.5 receptions.
It's interesting all the receiver totals are at 3.5 because it's been a different guy every week, basically, of who's gotten the bulk.
Yeah.
And Caleb Douglas has the ability to catch 10 balls. He's not gotten the opportunity yet. But I think I would go him last on receptions just because I think Coy Aiken is the preferred, and I think Terrence Carter is going to grow into a second option. And then you're going to hit Reggie and Caleb downfield to get their yards. All right, you said you were not confident in the rushing attack, which I could agree with. But I do have Williams and Dickey at 102 rushing yards combined. And that's not particularly a monster day.
Man. Who the heck is that individual? Cameron Brown? Who is that?
He's the quarterback that was running the Wildcat last year. You looking at the Washington State game?
I'm like,
yeah.
Well, you take him out of the mix, and you're way under 100. So I might go with the under.
Okay.
Totally forgot about Cameron Brown.
Yeah, he went back to Georgia.
Yeah.
You going over under there, Lucas?
Under.
I'll take the over.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back, 100.7 The Score. It's the End of the Bench. It's time for Ask The Benchwarmers. We'll be a little eclectic here today as we get them off Twitter and otherwise. The first question here from Bullfighter. Benchwarmers, are cinnamon rolls the best pastry?
I like a cinnamon roll more than I like a donut. I need to see a list in front of me, but just off the top of my head, I'm not going to argue with that.
I like a blueberry fritter. Probably more than a cinnamon roll. An elite cinnamon roll is hard to beat. But I feel like there's a lot of bad cinnamon rolls out there. And I'm just thinking
bad
of
donuts too.
I'm just thinking of one specific blueberry fritter that is my favorite donut in Lubbock.
Yeah,
but I would say cinnamon rolls are at least in the top 3 fairly easily. Are pies pastries?
Well, I mean, like, are you counting a croissant as a pastry? Not that
Yes.
I would put that.
I would put a croissant as a pastry.
Yeah, but like if it doesn't have anything.
Well, there's savory pastries and sweet pastries.
Yeah. I'm still taking a cinnamon roll over that.
I did Google list of pastries just to see some others. And they've got brownies as pastries. Is a brownie a pastry?
No.
All right, now we're in the weeds here.
Yeah.
There are 6 types of pastry doughs. Short crust, phyllo, choux, flaky, and puff.
This is a bad idea looking at all this food.
Oh, a beaver tail looks delicious. What is that?
Baklava. Yeah, I forgot about baklava.
I've never had baklava. I'm trying to make sure a cinnamon roll is a pastry. I don't know that a cinnamon roll is a cinnamon bun is a pastry.
According to the Microsoft Copilot, absolutely, it's a pastry.
Okay. This question from South Texas Ambassador Preston. Why do Utah fans think they have bigger fish than Baffin Bay? I have no idea they don't. Why would they say that?
That's why I got off of Twitter this week. Once I saw that, I was just
all right, we're done.
Beside myself.
We just talked through a bunch of lines and props in the last segment. The total money currently against the spread, 78% on Texas Tech. 73% of the bets are on Texas Tech. I'm generally a fade the public guy.
Yeah.
So that doesn't make me feel great.
No, I mentioned it. The fact that every single one, I know we work at a radio station that talks about Texas Tech, but how many times whatever that non-conference schedule was, do you think it's been a clean sweep in a ranked game like that?
Yeah, even on Double T 97.3,
that's what I'm saying.
We generally aren't all on Texas Tech.
No.
It's rare, especially in a game like this, like you're saying. Let's see. Did you see Diego Pavia is going to fight him and his lawyer for another year of eligibility, even beyond this year?
See, but I thought I saw him retweet that and say, I'm done after this year.
He did.
Yeah.
The report is that he was going to try to fight, and then he said he didn't use any verbs or anything. He just said
emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said cap.
He said cap. Did you see the tennis player that had to apologize after disparaging comments about Chinese cuisine in China?
I did not.
They fed her bullfrog and like some out there cuisine for an American in China. And she basically just said, they're serving bullfrogs. It was crazy. And they made her apologize for it. The question is, what kind of cuisine would you most likely make disparaging comments about?
Bullfrog would be one of them.
Yeah. I'd be careful not to make disparaging comments in a press conference, but I would certainly say a lot of what she said about an authentic Chinese dinner with bullfrog and raw things and like what do they call those eggs that are just like the baby birds are like almost formed in there? Have you seen those?
No.
It's disgusting. I would disparage that if somebody tried to serve me that. I'm getting nauseous just thinking about it.
I got a text real quick.
Okay.
From Resident Aggie. Great show today, guys. Texas Tech 34, Utah 17.
I would love that. 34-17. I would love that. I'm a little bit nervous.
I've been
on a roller coaster this week. Early the week, I thought Utah in a close game. By yesterday, I was thinking Texas Tech by a billion.
Yeah.
I really felt confident in Texas Tech yesterday. But seeing the public money on Texas Tech and seeing everyone here pick Texas Tech, and most of the commenters pick Texas Tech,
and Roman picked Texas
Tech. Picked Texas. It's just like, okay, it'd be such a letdown.
The good news is you don't have to wait all day tomorrow to stew on it.
I know. And we will do Coors Light postgame show. Double T 97.3 Coors Light postgame show in studio after the game tomorrow. So hopefully the chat line's working by then. If not, you can just call in. 806-771-0973. In honor of Robert Redford passing, rank these Robert Redford movies: Spy Game, Indecent Proposal, The Horse Whisperer, and The Great Gatsby. How is The Natural not on there?
I don't think I'm qualified, to be quite honest with you.
I've only seen The Spy Game, so I'd rank that one. I don't know that I would rank any of the other ones.
I've seen... Go through them again.
Indecent Proposal.
Yeah.
The Horse Whisperer. And The Great Gatsby. I would not rank any of those in my... Spy Game would be in my top 5 Robert Redford movies. The Natural would be up there. What is it? He's the pool shark or the gambling guy. The Hustler? The Hustle? They set up the Sting. They set up a sting.
I think we're
operation. That's Robert Redford.
The Sting, yes.
The Sting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Paul Newman is in the pool one.
Yes, you were thinking. Yeah.
No, but I was thinking of the right movie. I just couldn't get the Sting. Is what it was.
But the Paul Newman's in the Sting too.
Oh, that's both Paul Newman.
Robert Redford's in that as well.
In the Sting.
Yes.
Jeremiah Johnson's a pretty...
That's just a meme.
That's
all it is.
Yeah, I know.
Butch and Sundance. Is that Robert Redford?
Well, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that is Robert Redford.
Are we sure Robert Redford's in the Sting?
Yes.
Oh, he's the older guy. Paul Newman's the younger guy.
Again, okay. I haven't seen the Sting. I watched The Great Gatsby in high school because we read the book as well. So
I've only seen the Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, I'm not watching that one. No remakes.
It's Tobey Maguire, your favorite.
Yeah. Not my favorite.
The bottom line up next. Jeff Maguire taking over with Matt Estison, the Wii legend.
Andrew Garfield's your favorite.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Weekend.
This has been the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 107thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.